bright as shit. Oh, it's recording. Welcome, body odor sufferers, to another vlog. I think this is going to be the 18th, and I'm going to title this, It's Almost Christmas. Well, not really, it's like only the 18th. But the thing is, right now, my sister is coming home from Chicago to come home, and this is her room, actually. This is actually the reason why the background is purple and it's very girly, because it's her room. And I just sleep in it because she has a better mattress. It's a lot easier to sleep on it. But yeah, it's almost Christmas, and since she's coming home, I'm not going to be able to make vlogs. I'm probably not going to be able to make vlogs in this room anymore because she's going to be sleeping in it. And the other room I have to take is, I don't know if I can, it's very cramped and there's just a lot of stuff. But, you know, my sister's only going to come home for a couple of days. So this is possibly going to be one of the last, not the last videos, but I'm probably not going to make enough of vlogs in some time. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff to talk about. It's almost Christmas. I guess I should talk about Christmas. And I should talk about I haven't bought anybody anything for Christmas this year. I haven't bought anybody anything for Christmas this year at all. And, you know, some people consider me an asshole for it, but maybe I am an asshole. It's just like, I just don't give a shit. I don't care. I'm going to buy my mother I'm going to give her like some type of gift card, some Visa gift card for 25 bucks. Because the thing is, it's like, I don't know. My mother already is making like $60,000 a year. I'm only making, annually, I'll probably make like $24,000. And this is the most I ever had. And I haven't made $24,000 because I just got with the job for like 4 to 5 months. So I'm only making like, you know, I don't know how much money I made altogether. But the point I'm trying to make is she could buy her own shit. I'm in a condition, I have a disability, goddammit, and I really need this goddamn money. And honestly, when I didn't have money and I tried to pay a lot of money out just to make her Christmas, just to make, I don't know, make her seem like I give a fuck, you know, I didn't really get that much in return in terms of a gift. So this year, I'm just like, you know what, I'm going to be super basic. I'm going to give her a $25 gift card and just call it a day. Because I'm just tired of this shit. I don't really give a shit about Christmas. I don't care about it at all. I just want to, the thing I do enjoy is the fact that I don't have to go to work for a good week. I just realized, like, after this week, it's going to be like Christmas Eve. I think a Monday is going to be Christmas Eve. Or maybe it's going to be on a Tuesday. So I'm probably going to have a week out. And that's great. That's the only thing that's great about Christmas is the Christmas break. And then New Year's Eve. I don't know when I have to go back to work. I have to actually ask him about that. But yeah, I'm over it. I'm glad Christmas is almost coming to an end. Because, I don't know. I'm just so tired of seeing people with their stupid reindeer ornaments on their fucking cars. All these stupid Christmas lights. Sorry, I'm just bitter. I'm just ranting out my bitter soul. But yeah, I did want to talk about a couple of things that I didn't really discuss on a Sunday. Things that were discussed, that I did on a Sunday. I actually had a conversation with one of my friends. I'm not going to disclose her name. But, you know, this friend is a body odor friend. This friend is not like a direct friend. A friend I knew all these years that's close by, that I can go to their house. No, this is a friend I met on a forum. And we stayed in touch for like 7 years. Like every week we have a conversation for like an hour or so. And I'm pretty sure there's lots of weeks or lots of years where she didn't want to have a conversation with me. I didn't really feel like having a conversation with her, but we still had this little meetup. Well, we never actually met up in person, which is funny, but I don't want to really get into that. The thing I wanted to say is there was an interesting conversation that I wanted to discuss that I should have talked about on Sunday. And essentially, you know, she's having a rough time too because she has body odor and it is completely different than mine. Hers is not based on diet. It's not diet related. Hers is based on I think hormones or something like that. And I don't really want to get into that, but essentially what she was talking about was she was talking about trying to make multiple streams of income online. And I thought that was very interesting because I was thinking that shit too. I'm already over this job, the current job I have, and I'm thinking to myself, damn, I think the best thing to do at this moment is really try and pursue making money online. And she was talking about that same stuff. In her plan, she had this idea to actually open up a shop, an online store, and sell products because she saw some post on some forum and a website called LSA that talked about online shopping, and you can do drop. She was also alluding to drop shipping, but I don't think she knew what drop shipping is. And I barely know what it is, but I know I have a somewhat understanding of it. And basically, she was talking a little bit about drop shipping, and she also wanted to open up, have her own YouTube channel, but I don't think she wants to discuss anything about her, like, odor conditions. She just wants to discuss big topics. Like, she was talking about K-pop. She wants to make a K-pop reaction channel, which is funny. I know K-pop is really big for young people and shit. I mean, she's old. She's older than me. She's 30, but K-pop has some type of following, and I really want to make a video in itself talking about freelancing, or making money online is our only option at the moment. Body odor sufferers, whether you have bad breath, PATM, or whatever. I think making money online is our only hope to just live a peaceful life, a stress-free life. Yeah, you still have to interact with people, but it'll be reduced to a reasonable degree, and then I think you'll be able to have a decent life. But she was talking about just having a reaction channel and trying to increase her online presence, and I thought that was very interesting because I really feel that way too. I really started to feel that way about that, and I really started to think to myself, damn, maybe I should start going back to things that can make money. A couple of years ago, I had this brilliant idea to try to have like my own eBay account and start selling products. But the thing is, the problem with it was I didn't really have enough money. I didn't have a job at the time, so I was only using the little resources I had, the little money I had. In addition to that, I didn't know what was valuable on eBay. And if you first start off on eBay, you have a low score, so most people are not going to purchase your items because there's not enough ratings on your score, on your little title. So even if I had pretty good items and I took pictures of it very well, most people didn't take into account of my products. 37 minutes, goddamn. But I was thinking about all these different options that are available at the moment of how you can make money, and I was also thinking about freelancing, and there are some freelancing websites that are out there. The problem is, like, you're competing with other freelancers, and a lot of the times there's this race to the bottom in terms of prices. People want to make as much money as possible, and they want to get as many clients as possible. So if the typical price of something was like $1,000, in order for one freelancer will make the idea to just make it $9.90, make his price $9.90, and then another freelancer will say, oh, if this $9.90, well, I'll make mine $8.50, and it just race to the bottom. So you don't actually get what you're worth. The price of doing this work is going to be extremely cheap. So that's one of the biggest cons of freelancing online, or using freelancing platforms. But with freelancing platforms, you have a bigger audience, and that's one of the, I guess, the biggest draws to it. Another thing about it is, there's just other things that are out there, like there's just tons of, if you look into YouTube, there's just tons of channels that have vlogging and stuff like that. But I don't think my thing is really gonna blow up because mine is such a specific audience. It's just like people who suffer from a weird disability that makes them smell. Like, my thing is never gonna blow up, and I'm completely fine with it. I just wanted to make this channel because I was depressed and I just needed someone to talk to. So the best way I thought I could do that is just make vlogs and just talk about my life, just vent out my feelings and just upload it. And if anybody agrees or disagrees, I just chat with them. That's the only reason why I really made this, is to make me feel good, to lessen my depression, and also possibly provide some information or tips for anybody who is suffering something similar to me, to do these things, and maybe it will reduce your odor to a degree. I haven't really focused on that yet, but I'm eventually going to do that. But yeah, what this conversation that we both had was so interesting, and I wanted to talk about, like, yeah, there's so many different YouTube channels that specialize in cooking, that specialize in doing hair tutorials, that specialize in just playing video games or playing board games or talking about history, and they have some type of business, some type of online presence, and they monetize their videos and they make so much money off of it. Well, not all of them, but a good chunk of them make decent money at the very least. And I honestly feel like that's our destined path. Honestly, that's our destined path. If anybody's suffering from some malodor or have some type of disability in general, and it's hard for you to go out to the world and get a job, I guess online is just for you. Like, it's destined. It's your destiny to be an online presence or try to build your online presence. So if anybody was watching this and stuff and you were just thinking to yourself, man, maybe I should go into online. I concur. I agree. I co-sign that. I think you should go online. And because that's my focus right now. Like, I'm going to make a video about my New Year's resolutions, because since it's coming up to Christmas, after Christmas comes up to New Year's Eve, and I really want to break down what my New Year's Eve resolutions are, make a video about that, and ask other people what their New Year's resolution is. So that's a really good topic. Another thing that happened on Sunday that I forgot to talk about, I'm not going to really put out her name because I don't know how she would feel about that. But at the same time, if you contact me, I'm going to talk about it in my vlog, because that's what a vlog is about. Yeah, one of the commenters who actually watched one of my videos was close to my location, and we actually, exchanged phone numbers, and we had a conversation on a Sunday, and it was very interesting to hear her life story. I know she's older than me, which is surprising, because I always feel old, but I don't know if I want to get into that. But it was very interesting to hear her story. I really like talking to other people about their life situations and stuff like that. And we had a lot of things in common. Like, she had hyperhidrosis, I had hyperhidrosis. We both live in Miami, but she lives upper Miami. I live in southern Miami. She what else? I think that was the only thing we had in common. Actually, now I think about it, but it felt like we had a lot in common. But yeah, it was just very interesting. It was very, I don't know, it was just nice, because it was nice to talk to another person. Because the only person I really talked to was like the friend I just mentioned earlier, and I only talked to her. And I thought to myself, maybe I should have more body odor support friends or emotional support friends. But I never really jumped on that opportunity. I don't know why. I guess, I don't know, it's just really hard, I guess. But hearing another person tell their story and hearing what, trials and tribulations they are going through was very interesting. It's 13 minutes. Okay. And I really enjoyed it. And I don't know if we're ever gonna meet up or something, because she has like car trouble and stuff. That's like the same complaint my other friend had. She had car trouble the first time I met her. I was like, yeah, let's meet up and stuff. She's like, oh, my car, I have something wrong with my car, and I don't think I want to drive that long distance. I'm like, okay, but whatever. If it never happens, whatever. But I do want to have a meetup with somebody. Maybe not to the end of this year, because there's only just a couple of days left till it becomes 2019. But in 2019, I definitely want to have at least one meetup that happens. And the only other thing I wanted to talk about for this vlog is the fact that on a Monday, another person commented and gave out their phone number, which I have a problem with people just putting out their phone number online. I don't know. I just think it's weird. But he was like, what the hell? I'm bored. I'm lonely. Let me text this guy, right? I'm not going to disclose his name. And I was texting him, and he was talking about how he had PATM, and he suffered it for like 3 years or so, and it has ruined his life. And the thing about it is, I never really had a good understanding what PATM is. I did read an article that just recently came out. It came out in 2017 in Japan. There was some Japanese scientist that was like researching it, and it got translated this year. And I was reading it a little bit, and it was very interesting. But hearing what a sufferer is going through is very interesting. He said within a text message that wherever he goes, people start coughing. He has like he's a taxi driver or some type of driver. He's some type of driver, and whenever he gets some clients that come into his car, they start coughing incessantly, and it drives him crazy to the point that he's emotionally distressed, and he admitted that he cries because he's just overwhelmed with this weird disorder that he doesn't know what's going on with him. And I can relate to that, but at the same time, I was like surprised that I didn't know PATM sufferers didn't actually smell bad. They just give off allergic reactions. And I mean, I guess they just say, the PATM just stands for people are allergic to me. It's not people are allergic to me and they say I smell bad. I don't know what acronym would that be, but I don't know. I was just surprised that there's this disorder that just makes you cough or sneeze incessantly. And I never heard of it in the last 3 years. I never heard of it until now. So I would love to have like a conversation, maybe have like some type of YouTube interview thing with like PATM sufferers, because that will be very interesting, because I'm very interested in just hearing their story. Because I was saying that I had PATM because I knew I didn't have TMAL because I tested myself and it came out negative. So I thought PATM was like the alternative, like where you smell bad but you don't necessarily have TMAL. But apparently it's not that. That's not the case. It's you don't smell bad at all, but you just emit some type of some gas that excretes out your skin that agitates agitates the people around you, which makes them cough, sneeze, eyes watery, so on and so forth. It's weird. But I thought it was very interesting that he texted it to me. He also made some mentioning that he had like neighbors that were 40 meters away, and they were coughing incessantly, and he had this idea in his head that that the gas goes through walls, which is completely impossible. That's not really the case. Yes, gas, we do have this weird odor, but the thing is, gas doesn't go through walls. I wanted to tell him that, but he stopped talking to me for a while because I kept asking him questions about it, and maybe he just was tired of talking to me because he felt like it wasn't going anywhere. I'm sorry, but I was just very interested. Other than that, man, it's about to become New Year's. It's about to become Christmas. I don't really care. Actually I do, because now I can eat whatever the fuck I want. And then I'll just try to detox myself right when I go to work the next day. But I have like a week just to be normal. That's the greatest thing. That's the greatest Christmas gift given to me. I can be normal for an extent, for a small period of time. And yeah, I don't want to make it too long. It's already 18 minutes. I just wanted to make it like 10 minutes. In any case, thanks for listening, body odor sufferers. Have a good day.